Hello, I'm feeling based and lunch-pilled. Hunger cells be seething over food chads, so take my order, you workoid wage motor. Someone call security. We got another one. Is this what passes for am I this far out of these are not words. Like, these are not words that appear in the Bible, okay? These are not words that were ever written into our Constitution, okay? The children of those who must be wrong. Unfortunately, I'm going to try to find neckbeard things to talk about today. I'm going to try. I said it's probably my last time, because some of them were fucking creepy, but I'm going to try. This may be a short video, but I'm going to try. The dangers of dating high body count women. As a man, you need to be aware of these dangers before getting involved with someone who's experienced a revolving door of partners, and that looks to be a wolf emoji. Here's the thing. That rolls both ways, actually, in fact. Factually. Like, a woman who may not have a high body count needs to be aware of a man with a high body count. It goes both ways. Makeup is gross and should be banned in the workplace because it's sexual harassment. It's not appropriate. It's sexual in nature and has no place at work. Even I just said these words, but I'm saying it a slightly different way to make my point seem more valid. Painting your face on is gross and weird, even if you are attractive. Women who put on lots of makeup are just wasting money. Let people do what they want to do, okay? Like, is this thing on? Cool. Let people do what they want to do, okay? It's not your place. It's not what, as long as the sexual harassment is an active thing, okay? That's somebody doing a thing actively to you. Somebody wants to put on a little bit of makeup, mascara, what have you, before they come to work because they feel pretty or whatever. That's not bothering you. That's not a thing for you. Also, I apologize if my, real talk voice isn't quite as... Apparently I have asthma, or so I learned. Anyway. Yeah. Do what you want to do. F it. Don't listen to people. This looks made up, but I'll play along for the sake of the meme here. Your mom and I are worried for you. You have no friends, no job, and haven't been on a date in years. You can't stay cooped up in the basement playing games your whole life. I'm sorry, but I can't work at Walmart. I got tested a few days ago, and my IQ's in the top 1%. Apparently, the test was testyouriq.org. I have a plan. Please trust me. If money's the problem, I can start chipping in after I cash out my crypto next year. Good luck. A nice guy never gets the girl he wants, the job he wants, the life he wants. Don't be a nice guy. Be a kind man. Kindness comes from strength. Niceness comes from necessity. Wolf emoji. Okay. And then there's some stuff down here. Okay, whatever. I kind of see what he's going for. Yes, technically nice guy and kind man are cinnamon rolls of each other. I get that. But I understand choosing to be kind versus just being nice for the sake of being nice. I kind of get this one a little bit, but given where it is and given the wolf emoji, how do you lose a woman? Just be a good guy. They hate that shit. Here's the thing, because this is ultimately what all this is the cornerstone that all the rest of this is based off of, right? Being a nice guy does not eliminate you from contention in the dating pool. Being a nice guy doesn't mean that your wife or your girlfriend or some girl that you're crushing on who you think you have a relationship with who doesn't actually know you exist, being nice doesn't mean that they'll just drop you or whatever. It doesn't mean that, okay? It may just, here's a thought. Here's a freaking thought. They may just not be that into you. They may not, like you. Do you have preferences about who you should date? Some of ththese things I see where it's like, 6 out of 10 should really be more open to potentially date. Well, you've inadvertently given them a rating based on your standards, so they probably think the same of you, okay? Like, it goes both ways. That's the other side of this. Is one side is, well, nice guys always finish last, and the other side is, it goes both ways, man. There's shitty men and shitty women, and you got to try to find the unshitty ones. And if you are actually a good dude and you find a shitty woman, or you're a good woman and you find a shit, or if you find, whoever you want your partner to be or whatever, that's fine. But it's not necessarily a thing of being nice or whatever. It's just they're shitty people. And you gotta find somebody who appreciates not shitty. People appreciate good people, okay? Good people appreciate good people. You don't want to be with somebody who doesn't like you, who doesn't think that you're worthy or whatever. That's my advice to the planet, okay? Lolita, for my Lupita, my little nymphette. Hopefully next time you let me take your pants off. Christ. What the Do women like this actually exist? I'm naturally an alpha male. Almost always the biggest, strongest, and smartest guy in the room. No, you're not. And it gets so boring being in control, but every girl I meet just expects me to keep up that alpha shtick with them too. I like strong and dominant girls, but I just don't attract them because I give off lion/daddy and shut the oh my God, that's God, that felt weird coming out of my mouth. God, feels bad, man, all one word. Look, homie, assuming you meant this, because it's got 5 laugh reacts, and it's a really good joke, but assuming any of this is true, here's the thing. This kind of goes back to what I just talked about. Come on in here real quick. Come here. If you walk around like Billy Badass with your chest poked out all the time trying to be the big manly alpha, the people who you attract into your inner circle are going to think that you're that way because that's what you're projecting. If it's a shtick, then maybe let that facade down just a little bit, so that way it's not quite such a, whiplash when you ask to be the little spoon when you're cuddling, okay? You don't got to be the biggest, strongest, smartest guy in the room all the time. You could just be a guy. Sometimes people like that. Sometimes people would rather that because then they don't get intimidated or think that you're trying to prove something or act a certain way because they can tell you're trying to act a certain way. Nothing says neckbeard like a fictional girl's ass tattooed on your arm. That's Diva from Overwatch's butt with Nerf this. Imagine, if you will, walking into a tattoo shop and being like, I would like for this video game character's butt to be tattooed, inked, scarred into my arm for the rest of eternity, barring horrible disfigurement or laser removal surgery, with Nerf this written around it, and it is obviously exaggerated. That is classy. That is classy. That is a tattoo you definitely want to take home and show your mom and dad when you get it. The future of dating. I read something about this earlier, but I didn't necessarily highlight it. Basically, the idea is that one day men will all have sex bots, and the poor women whose standards were far too high and that they had some will be left wanting, as this picture implies. Here's the thing. I ain't trying to rizz up the robot, okay? But I mean, I don't really see a lot of anatomical compatibility with the man as far as, you know what I mean? So, I mean, if you want to stick your pecker in the robot, that's fine. I mean, you go right ahead. I mean, she'll find somebody. I mean, she'll find a 6 foot tall, 6-pack ab, 6-figure person at some point, and you'll still just be sticking your pecker in a glorified toaster. I rang it out as much as I could for you, and I'm sorry that I did it because I feel dirty and I'm going to take a shower now. Thank you very much for watching, liking, commenting, subscribing, and until next time, bye.